India gets its first international bullion exchange in Gujarat's Gift City. The exchange is significant because for the first time ever, qualified jewelers can now import gold directly through IIBX. China reacts after US passes bill to push billions of dollars into semiconductor manufacturing and research, says the US move will distort trade and supply chain. Delhi High Court orders 3 Congress leaders to delete tweets and other social media content accusing Smriti Irani's daughter of illegally running a bar in Goa. The court also says prima facie slanderous allegations were made by Jairam Ramesh, Pawan Khera and Netta D'Souza. All right, let's begin with all of the action coming in from Gujarat today, where the Gift City saw the Prime Minister coming in for an inauguration. IIBX has been inaugurated today. Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the much-awaited NSE-SGX Gift Connect. With this, India gets its first international bullion exchange as well. SGX Connect will route trading and contracts through the Gift City. Over 50 jewelers have already registered on the exchange. Let's listen in to what Prime Minister Modi and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had to say on the launch of the International Financial Services Centre in Gandhinagar.
ये एक एनेबलर भी बनेगा, इनोवेशन को सपोर्ट करेगा और इस सब के साथ ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटीज के लिए एक कैटालिस्ट का काम भी करेगा.
3 major milestones are being inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister. I'll just very quickly list them out for you. The India International Bullion Exchange is a major step, and I would think India being the second largest consumer, importer of gold, we will have a better price negotiation strength with the launch of this bullion exchange. And the second milestone, which is getting inaugurated today, is the NSE, the National Stock Exchange, IFSCA, and SGX, the Singapore Exchange Connect that we are bringing in.
And Ankur Mishra caught up with Senior Vice President of TCS and the Global Head BFSI Products, R. Vivekanand. TCS has been heavily involved in the project. Listen in to what he had to say.
As a product player, we are one of the leaders. We typically compete with stock exchanges in this space. We don't compete with IT companies. So in that sense, it's a very different paradigm for us. But then there is a lot more that we can do. I think in that sense, we would want to increase our market share. You could say we are top 3 right now. We would want to be number 1. So, I think that's the kind of approach we are taking.
Particularly in BFSI, apart from this, which are the sectors or the spaces we are looking for growth? And also you can talk about geographies.
Yeah, we have a market leading insurance platform. We are looking to grow that. We provide end-to-end managed services on our platform. We are very strong in the UK. We are looking at Europe. We are looking at what we will do globally on our insurance platform. So if you want me to single out one area, apart from capital markets, where we are looking to ramp up what we will do, looking to grow, I think that is what I would single out today.
So 13% plus growth in Q1. How much should we see at the end of financial year?
No, that is that you are talking about the entire BFSI business. I would not put a number on it, but it is looking good. That is what I would say. BFSI is our largest business. and I think we will continue to grow significantly. Let's just put it that way. We are not seeing slackening there.
Already India INX, as you know, is doing almost 92% market share. Our volumes on our India 50 index contract is almost, we have a 72% market share, which was the Singapore Nifty also. So we are very happy that that is happening, so we welcome more competition on that.
Definitely, you talk about competition and as well as market share, but in the end, the business which matters. So what is your plan of growing your base and then adapting to the changes which are happening?
So as you know, we are already the leading exchange in IFSC. Our exchange was flagged off by Prime Minister in a similar event almost 5 years back. And at that time, he gave us two messages or two vision statements which he said. One is he wanted us to emerge as a price setter. And second, he said we should become a very large fundraising center, not only for Indian companies, but for Asia and even for Europe and Africa. So I think we have come in the last 5 years some way. As far as the volumes are concerned, we are daily trading close to about $10 billion in terms of the derivatives volume. Cumulatively, we have done cross almost $6 trillion in terms of total volume since that date. And in terms of the primary market ecosystem, we have now enabled Indian companies to raise close to about $70 billion in terms of external commercial bonding or external commercial bonds or foreign convertible bonds on our platform. And I think that $70 billion of money which is going into infrastructure. Look at all the big names, the National Highway Authority of India, the PFC, the REC, Adani's, the Reliance, across private sector and public sector, all the banks. Everybody is coming to our platform to raise money.
Yes, announcements by PM Narendra Modi included SGX Connect as well as IIBX. Now talking about SGX Connect, it is a framework between NSE subsidiary IFSC as well as the Singapore Stock Exchange. Through Connect, the trading partners will be able to route the trades in Indian securities which happens on Singapore Stock Exchange. Now it will be possible through Gift City. Apart from that, tax holiday is also there, which is in line with Dubai Stock Exchange or Singapore Stock Exchange. So investors are expected to be attracted through tax holiday as well. Apart from that, if you talk about IIBX, which has been also launched by PM Narendra Modi, now this will be exchange enabling mechanism of the trades which currently happen through over-the-counters market. We have been told that till now more than 65 jewelers have already registered for that. Now as far as the process is concerned, first of all, in Demat account, BDRs will be received, that is Bullion Depository Receipts. Now that can be exchanged with physical gold later, and once that exchange happens, of course the trading partner will also have to pay the custom duty. But since the exchange is involved, the transparency is expected to be more than over-the-counter trade. Now we need to wait and see that how much capital flows actually flows through these of the steps which has been taken at Gift City on Friday.
All right, Dipesh Shah, the Executive Director of IFSCA, is joining us now to help us understand how this is going to move towards the original goal of Gift City, which was to create an international hub. Mr. Shah, thank you for speaking with us this evening on the India Development Debate. Give us a sense of from when we will see full-fledged trade and action activity commence in Gift City.
Thank you very much. I think, as you are aware, the International Financial Services Center in Gift City is India's first maiden international financial services center, which is to onshore the offshore financial services. And this is very important enabler that the government of India has brought in, that the demand which is generated into India for international financial services can also be met through its own international financial services center in India. Today, announcement marks the steps towards how India is becoming closer to self-sustainable in terms of availing this international financial services and meeting through its own financial services center. Let me explain you 3 steps taken today in a big financial sector movement at the Gift City, Gandhinagar. The Honorable Prime Minister today announced the launch of the India International Bullion Exchange. As you are aware, this is India's first international bullion spot exchange, which is going to bring in a lot of trading on an exchange platform, which was never happening in India before, which means now this would bring in a lot of price transparency and also bring in a lot of flexibility for qualified jewelers to trade on the exchange platform, which was also not possible for them in the earlier platforms which they were using to buy gold. This is a remarkable step forward for the Indian financial services industry.
Mr. Shah, I just want to understand how Gift City will overcome the initial challenges it had. It's been a pipe dream for some time, and then you had this whole episode with the Singapore Stock Exchange and the NSE. The issue always seems to be is it as attractive, is Gift City as attractive as, say, a Singapore is? Does it give the same amount of arbitrage? Does it give the same amount of tax breaks or ease? Do you think we're closing that gap now?
Absolutely. I think we should see it from the perspective that what Gift City now offers, and it is not too long that the Gift City International Financial Services Center has got operational. Only in the 2015, the International Financial Services Center first regulation came out. And in 2019, the Unified Financial Regulator in the form of International Financial Services Centers Authority got operationalized by the Government of India. And on 1st October 2020, the Unified Regulator took over the IFSCA zone as a unified regulator. And in last 18 months, we have seen growth of 310 firms now, from 120 firms to 310 firms in 18 months. And the volume on capital market side and on the banking side has almost doubled. So it was $12 billion of banking assets, which has crossed now $32 billion of banking asset size. So I would put it this way: the way the International Financial Services Center now offers the regulation, the competitive tax regime, and most importantly, the cost advantage, which it brings on the onshore India versus operating from an offshore center, is making all the difference. We have 32 funds registered with us now. There were none before 18 months. With a $7 billion of commitments been brought in to invest into Indian markets. So I'll say International Financial Services Center in India is a reality now. It is fast moving at a very rapid speed, and we are seeing a lot of traction in terms of financial institutions coming in the zone.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Shah, for speaking with us today.